Welcome to the shit show. Joining us today, we have, as per usual, my co-host Joseph,
Hello.
and we have actually our first ever guest on the podcast. You, Danny,
Me.
or go by Damnica on Twitter. Obviously, we'll link her socials, her Twitter down below. So obviously, if you want to check her out, go ahead. But I wanted to talk beforehand on why we're bringing on Danny, because both of them went on a trip. When was it? In October?
Yeah, it was late October.
In late October, and they're gonna talk about that trip a little bit because I know kind of the gist of it a little bit because I was in the group chat when everything was going down, and I have a little bit of an idea, but obviously I'm sure there's so many more stories that were had during that time, just like the one that Joseph said literally like 30 minutes ago, that I don't know if he's allowed to say on the podcast. But
Wait, I'm trying to remember what I said.
The
I can't
Dev
remember anymore.
walking in on Dev.
That
one. That one.
I'll talk about
You'll
it.
talk
Wait,
about it.
what?
Something
What?
happened.
I don't know about that.
Okay, yo,
We'll get
even
there.
Danny
We'll get
doesn't know
there.
about it. Okay.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Me and Danny as well are working on a super secret project that I have not shut up talked about on my Twitter since
Super
the
secret.
beginning of November. People have guessed it already. I think it's pretty obvious with the people that are involved what we're doing at the moment, but I'm also very excited for it to release. Everything's on schedule at the moment, which I really like because in my life I'm a production coordinator. So when everything's on schedule, it makes me happy. So either way, we're going through the processes right now, and it should be out early December, late November. I want it out basically December 1st, so that's our deadline a little bit on when it's going to be released, but I'm honestly like so excited about it.
I'm really excited too. Everything that's been going on with it's been like I've had a blast, an absolute blast, because it's not something I would usually do,
No.
but it's like it's stepping out of my comfort zone, and
Yeah.
it's funny, and I really think everyone's gonna like it. So
Yeah, I
It's
think
gonna be good.
yeah, and we just showed it right before we started the podcast. Actually, Joseph,
it was
a little bit
Joseph
of it.
was like,
And like
what?
it's a little. I know it's gonna be cringy for a lot of people. I know that a lot of people might not enjoy it, but I think it's such a particular thing that it might catch on pretty quick. So fingers crossed on it though, because it pertains to a lot of what we see on our day-to-day lives on Twitter. Basically, like I always see one post about it, or at least a post about it blows up in terms of it. So it's very relatable in a sense. So I think it hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll catch on. And it was funny because we were working on it. It was supposed to be me and Nick first, but then he got super busy with school. So I was like, oh man, I don't want to waste whatever we had going. And then I saw Danny and I was like, do you want to like do something with me? Do you want to
I was like, yeah, what's up?
yeah, what's up? You were super on board too from the get-go. And I didn't even explain everything to you. And you're like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, okay. So we were working at it. But so super excited for it to come out late November, early December. I don't know. It's like a baby, super out of my comfort zone, like Danny said. So I'm just stoked when it's finally going to be out because I've been working on it for so long. And that's part of the reason why I haven't been posting on my YouTube as well, because I've been like knee deep in that bish lately. So and yeah. Oh, also before we start, I was surprised yesterday with Christmas coming up as well, and my birthday is in January, but really early January. So what people like to do is combine my Christmas and my birthday gifts together to kind of make something decently big. And I walked in on my boyfriend yesterday, and he got me a Nintendo Switch after I told him not to. Yeah, and I was like, no, like just get me the games. I'll get myself the Switch. Like it's super expensive. Don't worry about it. And I literally walked in, and he's like, here's the Switch and like 4 games instead of the only 2 that you asked for.
Aww.
So and then I was like, why the hell are you doing that? Like literally busted our budget, because the night before we were like, okay, so how much do you want to spend for each other so we don't go over or under or whatever. And he's like, okay, this much. And then I went ahead and bought him some cool stuff as well and ordered it over Amazon. Bless Amazon during these holiday seasons.
We love Amazon.
Yeah. And no, and then I walked in and he had it. He's like, I just love to see you happy. I was like, well, thank you, but holy shit, super expensive. So
Get you a man that spoils you like Jackie's man does for Jackie.
Literally, I think that if ever we break up for whatever reason, we're going up on 4 years now, but for whatever reason, if we do break up, I don't think I'm ever gonna date another man in my life. I'm gonna be on a permanent hoe phase. That's it.
Oh my god.
I am
That's
not.
not at all where I expected that to go.
I didn't expect that either. I expected sad Jackie, and we got hoe Jackie.
Definitely, I'm gonna be a sad hoe though.
She's gonna toot it up and she's gonna be throwing it back, and a single tear is gonna run down her cheek.
Exactly. I don't think any man in my life has ever went up to that caliber. And then that's not even just like buying gifts or whatever. It's like genuinely like such a cool, caring person who like really gives a fuck about me basically, and like all about communication. And that's why we've lasted so long. It's a lot of trust, communication, and we've been living together for 1.5 years. And moving in with somebody that you don't typically have lived with your entire life, it was a lot of change, but we made it work. And now we're here, and now we're running our own business together and stuff.
That's so wholesome.
Super wholesome. It's like I did not expect that from him. I was kind of not looking for a hookup, but I wasn't sure what I was looking for with him first, and that ended up working out fine. And then we're 4 years down the line now.
You finally got your Nintendo Switch out.
And I got my Switch.
You finally
now
did
I
it.
can dip. Now I can leave.
I'm gonna head out.
Peace out.
See you. What on Pokemon Champion?
Yeah, see. See you later. I've been playing so much all last night. I was talking to Joseph about this, actually. I was texting him. I was like, oh my god. I just beat the first gym leader on Pokemon Shield. I was playing some Animal Crossing, and then I have Breath of the Wild, which I've already played before, but I didn't get the chance to finish. So now he's like, now you get to finish it. You get to finish your game. So I was like, holy shit. So I'm addicted to a point where I have to tell myself I have to finish all these things. I said, okay, record the podcast. I have to record the secret thing possibly with Danny, and I have to edit some stuff for clients today, and then I can get on my Switch. So I was like, I do not take the Switch because I know I'm gonna get addicted to it. So I was always like one at a time. But today I brought on Danny because they went on a trip in Dallas. So how did that come to fruition? First of all, like how did that happen?
Okay, so back when Aura was a thing,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace to that. The former CEO just kind of brought it up out of nowhere. Was like, hey, we're gonna go to a haunted house in Dallas, and we're gonna bring a bunch of you on, and it's gonna be like completely paid for and everything. Like, the only thing you have to pay for is like your plane ticket here, and like it was supposed to be, well, who was it? Me, Joseph, Dev, Hannah, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first initial,
Britt's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
James.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe J-Bo.
I don't think J-Bo ever was. It was Vert as well.
It was Vert too, but I'm pretty sure J-Bo was also on the list of like maybe going as well.
I have no idea.
And
honestly.
then Ash and Asylum.
Yeah,
and then Ash and Asylum. I think that's everyone that was like considered going. The only people that ended up going were me, Joseph, Dev, Britt's girlfriend, Vert, Aries, and Aries' wife. And Aries actually ended up having to leave after day 1, which was really sad.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about also.
with Aries, I remember I was like, hey, yo, you should go on the trip with us. He's like, I don't know if I should. I was like, you better go on the trip with us. And the next day, it turned out he was going. I was like, I did that. I don't think I actually did that, but I tried.
How was it when you guys first met each other? Like, how did that? Where did you guys meet? And like, I've met some online friends. I used to play Minecraft a shit ton, and I've met them when I went down to New Zealand for the first time, and it's so weird because you hear their voice and you're so used to having it on screen, and then like the 6-foot guy comes walking up and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Holy shit.
Literally.
With a big thick New Zealand accent.
Literally. Okay, so
shout out Cam, by the way.
For those of you who don't know, I'm tiny human, and so is Joseph. I'm 5'2", he's 5'8". Dev is 6'2.5".
You gotta tilt your head up.
Dev
to
is
talk to
massive.
the man.
What the hell?
He's so tall.
I
ate his
was
vegetables.
So tall.
But when he walked up, I knew it was them, but I didn't want to say anything. I just stared at him because I was like, "Damn, that boy is Huge.
We had a pointing contest. So so Dev and I met first because Dev and I live in the same state. So he actually came to get me, and then we drove back to the airport. So we get at the airport and we're just walking through and we stop at our gate and we look around for Joseph. And I see someone who has a hat on and a mask, and it kind of looks like Joseph. So I look at him and he's just staring at us, right? He's just staring at us, and I go like, and he goes like, so it's just a pointing contest
You
like
didn't
this
say
for like
hi
3
first.
seconds.
How awkward.
I was scared.
Joseph, you didn't say hi.
I was
We were
scared, man.
Motherfucker.
We were like 13 feet apart too.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
were,
it was
right
like
there.
we were like it was 13 feet apart.
Okay.
We saw him. He saw us. We didn't say hi because we weren't in like talking distance, if that even is a thing. But then he got up. I saw the logo on his hoodie, and I was like, "Yep, that's Joseph."
Oh.
I could have fans.
You had a hat on. I couldn't tell it was you.
I was bald. Like, well, I am bald. So
If
I
you
was like,
if
"Alright, wear the
you
hat."
stare at me like you did with Danny and Dev, and you stare at me across an airport and you don't say shit, I'm just gonna walk off. You deal with it yourself.
She's like, redo. And like when we met everyone else, like I greeted Britt and Ivy when they got to the house. But when we met Vert, we were lost. We were separated from each other on opposite sides of the airport.
It was
So-
so bad.
What?
Bert and I were communicating via phone because at that point we were already in Dallas.
Yeah.
And we were communicating via phone, and it took forever for him to find where we were. We were going to go to him, but we had a whole bunch of stuff. Well, Danny and Dev had a whole bunch of stuff. I had one bag that I could
Be
fling over my
quiet.
shoulder. And then, but when we all met, like when we met Aries and Savannah, it was cool to meet them, but there was so much shit going on that it was
Oh my
impossible.
Oh
to
God,
yeah.
it
Oh
was
wait. Should
insane.
we get into it in terms of like now that we made the initial
I've
meeting
started
and
the
then
transition.
you started the transition into
He started it.
let alone there's a lot of shit that was happening in Aura at the time.
Mhm.
Just from the get-go, it was a terrible week all around. But
A long week.
there was a group chat that was called a trip chat or whatever, and it had everybody in there along with James and myself in it for content, which was initially why we were going was for content. But obviously, this shit happened that week, so it just didn't happen.
Didn't need the content anymore.
Didn't need the content because there was no work to go
Yeah,
to.
no, not really.
Yeah, so what ended up happening was that I was getting pinged constantly, and then obviously you guys can say what happened. I was getting pinged constantly of shit happening, and basically James, bless his soul, like saved the trip. I think
James
for
is
the
a
most part.
sweetheart, and we love
James
him.
kept that trip alive. If it wouldn't have been for James, the mood of that trip would have been somber from start to finish. Like
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
first day was rough. Next couple of days were pretty decent. If it wouldn't have been for James, though, those next couple of days would have sucked donkey dick.
Yeah,
It was
100%.
tough.
Okay,
James.
100%.
We should
Yeah.
probably start from the start, though.
Yeah, like
before,
yeah. So go chronological order in terms of like.
So before the trip even started, we had troubles trying to get like stuff together. Talking about like we went on to Six Flags, and we were trying to get all of the tickets ordered and stuff. Ash was like, you can buy the tickets if you want to, or you can send me the money and I'll buy them for you. And we didn't get the tickets until like all of our tickets until like day of the Six Flags trip.
Because James was actually sending like screenshots of the tickets in chat. And I was like,
Yeah.
why wasn't this already sent out? I was like, what the
Exactly.
fuck?
So there was
And then-
that. There was also the fact that Ash said that the only thing we were going to be paying for was like our plane tickets and our portion of the house. And we did pay for our portion of the house, but we didn't just pay for plane tickets either. We had to pay for our entire transportation. That was
So we had a rental that we were supposed to get, and we couldn't figure it out because it was under Asylum's name, and Asylum had a really rough couple of days.
Yeah.
So Asylum pulled out of the trip because he just wasn't okay, which is completely understandable.
yeah.
But when we went to go get the rental, they wouldn't give it to Aries because it was in Asylum's name, and then everywhere else was either out of rentals or they wanted to charge over $1,000 for a
Mhm.
rental.
It was
And-
absolutely nuts.
Yeah, because I think because you guys were under 25, right? So it was like an
Yeah.
insurance thing. So in the States, to be able to rent a car, you have to be over 25 to get kind of a cheaper. And Asylum is over 25, I would
I
imagine.
believe he's about to be 26.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he was completely fine, but everybody else on the trip was under 25. So when they had to swap names, and this is when I got involved because I was like, holy shit, like they're not gonna have transportation, they're gonna have a hard time getting to places, blah blah blah. And then finally, I think it ended up working out. I think, or I'm
No.
not sure. No.
James,
Oh, no.
So
Yeah.
James clutched up and sent us like funds for like Ubers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like we pretty much walked around downtown Dallas for hours, not
You
knowing
guys
what to do.
did.
Well, yeah, not yeah. Danny got carried around by Dev, but we didn't know where to go or what to do. We went to multiple rental places to try to figure it out. Nowhere would help us out, and like it got like when we were downtown, this crackhead came up to us, and Danny was sitting down because she was hurt and he was hovering over her, so we kind of huddled up around her, and then he kept standing in our group, and we were all just like, what's about to happen? And then we went to a pho restaurant, which
How was that? Oh.
I didn't have a good time there. They
Well, I
gave me the
think you
wrong
guys were
order.
also very much on high anxiety at that point, and
We
we're
were
not sure.
all extremely anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were also like really hungry too. So I ended up eating like everything that was on my plate, and Joseph got this like nasty ass bowl of whatever the heck it was. What was it?
Pho. It
It
was
was
pho,
pho.
but I wanted rice and chicken, and she
That-
comes out with this bowl, and I was like, thank you. I didn't know what to say. I tried to eat it, and I had everyone else try it, and it wasn't that great.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. But after that, we what did we do? We went to Walmart after that, right?
We went to Walmart because so all of us but Britt and Ivy got there at like 11, 12-ish, except for Aries and Savannah who were there at like 9. We could not get to the Airbnb. We couldn't get in until 5.
Yeah.
So we had to like handle all of that time. So we went to Walmart and we got some stuff for the house. And then by the time we were done at Walmart, we just waited for 2 Ubers to come get us, and then we went to the house. And at the house, it was pretty.
How
The
was
house
the
was nice.
Airbnb? Like, was it good?
It was
beautiful.
okay. It was
I liked it.
absolutely beautiful. The only thing was there was no hot water for the first day.
Why? What?
None.
We don't know.
We have no idea.
The guest bathroom, the handle was backwards. So when we would go to cold, when we would go to hot, it was cold water coming out. And he was like, "Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. We told you that." And I was like, "Who the fuck did you tell that to?" He's like, "It works." And then it worked in like the sinks, but not in the master bathroom shower.
Yeah.
Start
And
boiling
that-
water. Start shoveling it in the bathtub.
That sounds like a terrible idea, Jackie. That would be hot. But
Yeah, I guess
the
want hot
Airbnb
water?
itself was nice. The room situation was Aries and his wife had a room.
Mm-hmm.
Danny and I shared one that had 2 beds in it. Britt and Ivy had a room, and Vert slept on the floor every night.
So did
Like, he
I
just
mean
chose to.
Dev
my God.
slept on the floor for the first day, and then Aries and Savannah unfortunately had to leave. So whenever they left, Dev woke up and was like, "All right, well, I'm taking your bed."
Yep. Well, let me tell you, when Aries and Savannah left, I didn't know until a little bit later because I woke up and Aries had texted to me. I cried. I was so upset. I was like, Aries, if you're watching
so
this, you
sad.
son of a bitch. You son
you
of a
made
bitch.
him cry.
You bitch. But no, I understand. Savannah had gotten sick, so
Yeah.
like he obviously she takes precedence. Like that's his wife. So
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
yeah. What
So
was day 2 like?
Why didn't you
Day
guys have enough
2
beds? I don't understand.
We
Oh,
were
yeah.
supposed to.
we were
Well, there was
supposed
an
to have
air
him-
mattress, but Vert still chose the floor.
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause
Bert, what the fuck?
ask Bert. Ask Bert.
Ask
I
Vert.
have no
Ask
idea.
Kane82.
So day 2, I woke up and immediately rushed to the bathroom because guess who got food poisoning from the pho restaurant?
Danny
You guys
did.
should have just went to a McDonald's or something. It
There
always
was none nearby.
There was literally nothing nearby except for it was like a barbecue place that was really high end, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it was either the pho restaurant or the really high end barbecue place. We were pressed on money, so we went to the pho restaurant.
Yeah. She's not
Hmm.
wrong.
So I got food poisoning and was living on the toilet for like 4 hours.
That was
And
tough.
then it was absolutely tough because like the second I thought it was finished, I came out and I'd have to just go right back in, and it was so embarrassing, okay? Because like the walls are thin.
Aww.
I was scared. that everyone could hear everything, and I was like, "Oh shit."
Maybe we did, and we just never told you.
Did you?
That's when
No,
you play
no.
really loud music off your phone,
I
and then
didn't.
you.
Did I have my phone on me? I did actually. I texted
I
Joseph.
watched TikToks
But I don't
when
think you
was
were
in the
thinking
bathroom.
about that at the time. You're just trying to like make sure your
Um,
guts were okay. I would have
So-
blasted some good old Justin Bieber and took it home.
So I got the food poisoning, and it was only just like affecting like personal stuff, obviously. But after a while, it calmed down enough for me to actually be able to like do stuff with the group. So we went to Six Flags.
hmm
Um, and surprisingly enough, Six Flags was an absolute bust for content. We
Wow.
thought we thought we were gonna be able to like record ourselves on the rides and shit. The second we got there, the first ride we went on, the worker was really nice about it, but she was like, "Yeah, no, it's like that for every ride. You can't have your phone or any type of camera on the rides. They're not gonna let you do it." And I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Not even if you like hide it in your pocket. Like, do they take your phones when you're walking in?
No.
They don't take your phones when you're walking in, but like they expect all of your stuff in your pockets to be gone. And if they see it with you on the ride, they're gonna like talk to you about it. I don't know.
There's like a pouch you could put it in off to the side,
Mhm.
like a basket, because no one else can get in to where it is, so your stuff's not gonna get stolen. But I wouldn't know much about that. There, like realistically, like all Six Flag was for me is I had my first ever margarita with Dev. Then
Literally 5 minutes in, they're getting
Yeah.
margaritas. I'm
they
like, are you
rode
kidding me?
they rode one
Delicious.
ride, and then there was a second ride that I rode. First of all, shout out to Britt's girlfriend Ivy for hanging out with me when I was too much of a bitch to get on the first ride. Stay blessed. And then the second ride, because only 2 rides were rode, honestly. through
Yeah,
the
we
whole
only
thing.
rode 2 rides. They
Um,
wanted to ride a third one. Dev and I had to like really go to the bathroom, and they wanted to ride a third one, but as soon as they walked up, it closed.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get on that ride. No, I don't care what anyone else is saying. I wasn't doing it. But like the second ride, I wanted to punch someone because
Okay,
it was
so
like, it's not that fast. It was fast. We go in and you get in like these little like I guess like it's supposed to be like mine carts. And I rode with Ivy, right? It was me, Ivy, Britt. Was it Britt and Dev?
no, it was me and Dev, so it was
Oh,
Brit and
you
Vert.
and Dev and Britt and Vert. I'm sorry. And we go in, and they're like, "Oh, it's more of a light show." So I'm like, "All right, it's gonna be like a planetarium, you know, the big spheres you sit in, and it just
Ooh.
it simulates." That's not what
Yeah.
it was like at all.
Oh.
No,
We go in,
no.
and I'm like, "All right, it's fine." And then the ride tilts up, and I'm like, anything that goes up has to go down. And it went whoosh, and I was like, "Oh, oh!" I remember I freaked out, and I grabbed Ivy's hand, and I like death gripped it. I was like, "Oh, oh!" I swore the whole time. I don't think anyone had fun because I was swearing. I was so scared. I was like, "I'm going to die." I was convinced that was my last day on Earth.
Do you?
I hated it.
Why? I guess it's just an irrational fear because so many people
I don't
go
like
on
roller
those.
coasters.
Yeah, but you're
Okay,
not gonna
so-
die.
The funny part about that ride for me, Dev snuck his phone on. Okay,
Ah, let's go.
Dev stuck his phone on, and he was holding it like this, because like again, he was holding it like this, like, and again, like we were like thinking it was just gonna be like some slow light show or something. He's holding it with one hand, and then the ride just takes off, and he almost dropped his phone.
That would have
Okay,
been great.
it would not have. He would have freaked out, but he almost dropped his phone, and all of a sudden he's just sitting there talking with it, and the ride drops, and he's like, "Oh shit!" and like just grabs his phone with 2 hands. The ride's going everywhere. I'm screaming. Joseph's screaming.
I swear I screamed so loud people outside could have heard me. Like I was swearing in another
It
language.
was a little girl
I was-
screaming.
Yeah, no, a little girl would not have dropped his bit. I was like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh shit, oh shit, oh fuck." And I started using the Finnish swear words that Nina's taught me. I was like,
using Finnish swear words.
yeah, we got out and I was like, "Nope. No more. No more." That was it for me. I was done.
At least
I
you
didn't
did
have fun.
one.
But like it's weird though, because like I remember going to a Holiday World and I rode the Liberty Launch, which is the thing that goes way up, and then it's like whoosh,
Like a
whoosh,
drop.
whoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rode that, and I can do water park rides, but those are arguably way more dangerous.
Yeah,
Um,
because you're not
But
even
I can't
strapped.
do roller coasters. Yeah, you hold on.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I did it.
Okay.
But I didn't have fun there. And then the funnel cake sucked dick. So
Okay, the funnel cake wasn't Brit's funnel cake was not that bad, but the normal funnel cake, it's just like you expect more from a funnel cake, you know? You go to an amusement park thinking the funnel cake's gonna be absolutely freaking phenomenal, and then it literally tastes like cardboard with powdered sugar on it.
Ah,
yeah,
delicious.
like we ate it, but it wasn't like we were looking forward to it. So when we got
Yeah.
there, it wasn't that great.
And then,
And
like, after that, the only I'm sorry, Joseph. I
no,
didn't
you
mean to
good.
cut you off.
Yeah, you go
Um,
ahead.
after we got the funnel cake, we literally were just like, "Okay, fuck this, we're leaving."
Yeah.
Like, that's
Home.
we went back to the Airbnb. We were like, this was just a complete bust." But, like,
Bust.
it was fun, but it could have been so much better.
I feel like the conversations that I can't even remember all of them, but I remember laughing a lot. And for
Yeah.
me, that was pretty much like the whole point to the trip was to meet everyone and get to
Mhm.
have a good time. But like we were supposed to do more activities than just Six Flags. We were supposed to go to like a haunted house, like the
Mhm.
man-made ones. And
Mhm.
like so when Ash signed us up for them, it was that we were supposed to. She was like, "Oh, we're gonna have a film crew, this, that, and the other thing." And she said she talked to all the parks and they weren't willing to work with us on it. Blah blah. None of us really knew. I don't think any of us really cared. We just wanted to go. And then she's like, "Yeah, we can't go to them, whatever, blah blah blah." So we didn't end up going to any of that either. Most of that trip was spent in the house.
Mhm.
Like in the house, we we sat around, watched YouTube videos, ate
Watch Rocket
pizza,
League.
watched hey, I slept. I be sleeping on the Rocket League esports, but I watched it and it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
The thing
But
is like the TV situation. It was like one of those like Rook 6 or something. What's it called?
the
Roku?
Roku.
Yeah, Roku sticks. And Vert had control of it the entire time. So
Y'all watching
um,
Rocket League now?
Rocket League and Acceleracers, like this Hot
Acceleracers was
Wheels
good.
show.
I don't care what you say, it was good.
I'm not saying it was bad. I actually enjoyed it. It's
What
just the
else?
fact that that was the only thing that was on the TV for what 3-4 days.
Yeah, and then we recorded Brit's Phasmophobia video, which was great.
That was fun. I went all out with the makeup there, and you couldn't even see it in the video, so I was a little upset. But
It looked good though. It looked great. And
Thank you.
then Dead shaved my head with a razor, which the razor bumps have just now gone away from it. Like I still have like
Wow.
one or two here.
It's been
and
like
some
3
on the
weeks.
back of my head. Yeah, I'm sensitive. And then
Some coconut butter. Would help.
realistically, that's kind of it. We hung out. But we didn't do nearly as much as like we could have. But like, so obviously, like me for the first day, it was me, Dev, and Aries were all on staff, right? So we got to see everything that was going on with Aura while we were there. And as much as we tried to avoid it and not look at our phones, every time we picked up our phone, it was there. And then us being worried about it made everybody else worried about it. And it
Mhm.
started to harsh to mellow. Then towards like day two or day three, everyone just kind of accepted what was going on at home. And we just made the best of a bad situation.
Mhm.
And we had some fun.
That first day was inarguably like the most stressful day. The
I
entire trip was really stressful, but that first day was just like absolutely like I wanted nothing more than to go to sleep.
I wanted to be thrown into a blender. That was not fun. If it wasn't for James helping us sort out the Uber thing, we would have been like royally screwed. And
Mhm.
I could never thank James enough for helping us out the way he
Yeah,
did, because that
seriously,
was
James, if you're
rough.
watching this, thank you, because
Mhm.
like you absolutely 100% saved that trip.
Yeah, that was tough. But I mean, it could have been much worse. Like we could have been stranded in downtown Dallas much longer than we were. We got
Mhm.
to hang out, and then more of us are meeting up in a couple of weeks. So
You guys
Eh.
better have fun for me because I will not be going, and I'm sad about it.
overall, if I had to give it an out of 10, I'd give it like a 7. I'd give it a 7.
Really? Out
Seven.
of everything that
Yeah.
happened?
So the thing is the bad day built a lot of character. And the thing is, it's the fact that like we all kind of stuck together and figured it out, as
Yeah,
opposed to just get mad and collapse and get frustrated at each other. We all figured it out and we made the best of a bad situation.
that
And
is definitely something that I was like really surprised about. The fact that we were just able to figure it out so easily. Like, no, obviously it wasn't easy, but like compared to like most groups of people, like on that trip, there was not a single person that I did not vibe with. Like, I feel like I had a close connection to every single person that was there, and that is something I've never really experienced before in a group of people. So, but I don't think I'd give the trip a 7 out of 10. I
I
think
give
I'd
it
give it like a
High
I
rating.
give it a 7. I got to
I
meet
think
some of my best friends. I give it a 7.
I did too, and that is a great thing. But I think I'm giving it a 6 because I also had some personal stuff go on in the background that just kind of ruined it for me too.
Yeah.
And I won't be getting too much into that, but it's just there is it's just so much stress that one person can handle in such a short amount of time, and it just completely overwhelmed me. By the time I got home, I
Ah.
literally went to sleep for 16 hours.
Yeah, because
16
your
whole hours.
body's
I was
your body's running on stress at that point, and you're just like,
Oh wait,
yeah.
that's how I felt.
there was like so one. I don't know if Dev had released any of the footage. I almost had a panic attack on the first flight because I had not flown since I was a kid. People were like staring at me. I was freaking the fuck out.
I kept
And then
turning around and like
I
trying
was
to look at
over it.
Joseph.
By the second flight, like our connecting flight, I was over it. But we get
Oh,
to the airport for that, right? And they rush Danny up there. Dev and I are trying to keep up with this man that's going faster than Usain Bolt. And Dev's phone dies.
it doesn't
And
die. It somehow got locked.
oh yeah, he got locked out. And he almost missed the flight.
Literally, he was the last person on that flight. Literally, Joseph and I, we were sitting next to each other for this flight, and I'm just looking at Joseph like, "Do you see him? Do you see him?" I'm over here like trying not to have a panic attack because like that's my best friend, and he's about to miss his flight. And Joseph's here, and he's like just kind of like, "No, it's fine. It's gonna be okay. He'll get on. Don't worry about it." I still have the footage from that. You can see the fear in my eyes. Like I still have the video from that. It's just like absolute fear. And literally, like last second, he gets on, the doors closed, and we're just like,
Yeah.
ah, thank God.
Yeah, bless. What?
And then the thing about me walking in on Dev.
Oh right, yeah.
So-
we talked about.
I need to hear about this.
We were like, okay, let's pour ice water on him while he's in the shower. I was like, all right, bet. I get it. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to ruin this man's day. I go up and the door's locked. And then Ivy, I don't remember what she used, but she was able to get the lock undone. And it like 5-10 minutes had almost gone by. I thought he was in the shower. He wasn't. I opened the door, and there he is sitting on the toilet. And there's just enough going on, like he's sitting at just. I guess I thought he was in the shower, and I see little Dev. I saw little Dev just chilling there, and I was like, bam, and I walked away. Golly.
I
Dev and
remember
I
this
got really
now.
close.
I
We got
remember this
really
In more
now.
ways than one, apparently. Holy crap.
I remember this now, and the reason I remember this is because Dev got out of the shower, and he was so pressed because he apparently had set up the shower for you to go back and just hang out with him in the shower. He said he
I
had
never went
music
back.
playing.
I never went back. Like I don't care who you are. You will talk the most. Like, well, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I just walked away because like I don't know, man. I don't.
Oh my God, I remember that now.
Can't wait to probably accidentally do it again in Florida.
Oh man. Oh, and I'm pretty sure every single person in the on the trip got sick somehow, except for
Oh.
like Vert. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Cause like
I
I
know-
got food poisoning and I had a really bad fever because of it on the last day and ended up having to like sit out of most of the stuff that that actually went on, which I felt really bad about. But also I was just like I was miserable. Okay, literally I could not. I had hot chills, like cold chills, like at like literally random intervals. I would be fine 1 second and then have to go lie down the next. It was insane. But and then I'm pretty sure Dev got sick too. I'm not sure what day, but he was just not feeling well one day, I'm pretty sure. And then who else? And then obviously Savannah and Aries had to leave because Savannah got sick. Did you get sick, Joseph?
I just remember using the bathroom a lot because I'm lactose intolerant and ate a lot of pizza.
Literally,
Nice.
okay, every single day we had pizza. We bought groceries for us to eat, but every single day we ordered pizza.
I'm not
Nobody wanted to
complaining.
cook. What?
It was just bagel
I was-
bites and stuff.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
there
and
were
Canes. Ooh, I thought
We
Vert
did,
was BSing.
okay.
Oh
We
my
did get
god.
Raising Cane's.
Oh, it was so good. Oh, I wish I lived further south. Oh, it's so good.
Raisin
You
Cane. What
good
is
there?
that?
It's a chicken
Chicken.
restaurant. It's
Just
fried chicken.
Is it like a
chicken.
KFC? But like
No, it's pretty much just
No,
chicken
it's
tenders.
better.
it's
And
It's
better.
fried chicken tenders, and then there's fries and Texas toast and like a little bitty thing of coleslaw if you want it.
disgusting.
Apparently the coleslaw is not that good. I didn't try it, but I don't usually like fried chicken tenders. Raising Cane's was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Imagine being from Kentucky and not liking fried
Listen,
chicken tenders.
listen. You haven't
Exposed.
had genuine Kentucky Fried Chicken, okay? It is
I have.
awful. No, you haven't. It's awful. You've not had genuine Kentucky Fried Chicken because you've not had it in a small town like where I live. Therefore,
I had
bye.
it in Maysville, Kentucky. It's a really small town.
Okay, well, it's really bad in Belfry. Okay,
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
it's
What's up?
it's really bad in Belfry. Okay.
So, all right. So, trip went kind of bad, but also apparently there was a lot of drinking involved that I've heard in terms of
Vert.
Oh,
Oh my
but-
god! Listen, Danny gets
Oh.
folded off of one Mike's Hard.
Yo,
This girl
I
drinks
feel
a
you though. I'm
She
a
drinks
big
a Mike's
Lightheart.
Hard in a
Maybe not
and a
that bad
half.
though.
So here's how bad she was though. One,
No,
so there were two incidents, right? One of them, we were in our room and we were discording like HGG and everyone else, and she started crying, and I was like, I didn't know what to do, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. She's like saying some nonsense, and I'm trying to signal Vert, but he has his back turned to me. Dev walks in and he goes, I was like, and then within like 10 minutes she was good, but then I can't remember what day it was.
It
And
was
she
the
was
same
drunk.
day. It was the
Yeah.
same day.
The
She
same
was-
day?
She was sitting on the floor, and she goes, Joseph, why don't my legs work? And I was like,
I
yo.
said, Joseph,
You know
what's wrong
when
with
you
my
put
legs?
people in uncomfortable situations, Joseph? Well, she did the same thing. She flipped that
Yeah,
Uno card on you.
She did. I was like, oh my god. I was like, there's no way she just asked me. There's no way. And like, I was
His
beyond that,
reaction.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, Dev, go get her. I don't know what she's saying to me right now, but go get her right now. And then she did
So-
it again, and I recorded it.
Nice. There you go.
There's a video on my phone of me sitting up, sobbing, looking at Joseph, being like, "What's wrong with my legs?"
I didn't know what to do, man. I
You're
was
like, I don't know.
I didn't know what to say to her because, like, if she's like that far gone and I tell her what's wrong with her legs, it's gonna be a bad time. Well, but like, we had planned on playing like drinking games and stuff, but it never really happened because we would always like start falling asleep one by one.
Yeah.
And I learned one thing: Dev eat, Dev sleep. That man gets one bite of food in his mouth, and he's just
Literally, he slept on the floor just randomly throughout the day. He ate, he lied down on the floor, he was out. And then you would talk to him like just randomly while he was asleep and he'd answer, which is weird. Like he is able to have normal
Maybe he's just
conversations while
resting.
he's sleeping.
I don't know. That's so weird.
And
That's
so
funny.
on the last day, right? First of all, the only time I was mad at everyone was the last day. We were all gonna stay up together and power through. Everybody went to sleep with me.
I'm sorry
they-
that I had a fever and was dying.
You know what? Get over it, okay?
Oh
They
wow.
were all like, "Hey, will you wake us up?" I was like, "Yeah." Vert goes, "Hey, Joseph, will you wake me up?" I was like, "Yeah." Ivy goes, "I'm gonna go get some sleep. Will you wake me up?" I was like, "Yeah." And then so I woke everyone up. We start getting ready, and my gut told me order the Uber in advance, right? Order it like an hour before so you get one. I did not do this. And we were trying to get
Mm.
Ubers, and they were all $100+. Then we got one for like 40, and it canceled. So we got Lyft, and we lucked out because our Lyft driver was nice enough to let us have more people in the car. Like he had enough seats, but because of COVID, they were like, you can't sit in the front seat. And we're like, look, bro, we have one person that wouldn't be able to fit in here. Can you please put him up there? And the man clutched up and let one of us sit up front, but he drove really sus because he was going like 40 in the airport parking lot. And I was like, the exit was almost as stressful as getting there.
Oh my gosh.
because of the Uber seat. Like $170 for an Uber.
Gee whiz, what the heck?
I know. It
Yeah.
was absolutely insane. I literally looked up like taxis too. Like I was desperate.
I wanted to go home, man.
We
I
were
was so
all
over it.
desperate. We were all like, we're gonna miss our flights. We're not gonna be able to make it home. There's no way. And then Joseph's like, oh, I got a lift. And we're like, oh, thank God.
Jeez. So overall, it seems like it was a good trip in terms of friends, but I think the circumstances that happened were not very PogChamp. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Joseph, I hope the trip in Florida goes a lot smoother. I hope it goes a lot better. Obviously I won't be able to make that one because like I spent a lot of money on this Dallas trip and I do not feel like spending more money. But
it should. Only like 2 of us are going. It's like 2 from out of state are going. So
yeah,
it's a lot easier to control.
Yeah, but seriously, I hope you guys have fun. I hope it goes a lot smoother.
I hope so too.
I think it should. And you guys already have a place to stay, so you guys don't have to worry about anything
I'm
like
staying
that.
with Aries.
And I think Aries is driving you guys too, so I don't think...
Heck yeah, he is.
So you guys, all the things that went bad in it are kind of solved in this case, so I think it should go a lot smoother. I think you guys will have a lot more fun on this one.
You got this. You got this.
I'm just waiting for the Aura Survivor Canada trip.
Survivor.
You guys come up here whenever you guys like. My mom has some spare bedrooms.
Bet.
When COVID,
I would love to meet Jackie's mom.
She is the biggest sweetheart. She let me have parties at her place. She would party with us at the parties.
Does she also say big boobs?
When she's intoxicated, she might.
Yeah,
But she's like, overall, I love my mom to death. Overall, she's like a very loving mother. Just overall, like super PogChamp.
Bet.
But like to the point where like let us have fun, and then like obviously the only thing she says to me is like, be honest, don't lie to me. If you're going out a party, don't fucking lie to me, and I will come to pick you up at 3 a.m. if I need to, because I want you to be safe. So she's like that kind of mother. Well, she'll bend over backwards to make sure I'm okay, and I thrive to be, if I ever have kids, to be that kind of mother too.
I'm pretty much your kid.
Yeah, for that. So I'm waiting for TwitchCon to roll back around, because I was 100% supposed to go this year. I had my Airbnb book literally in January. No, even earlier than that, November. I was so ready. I was looking at flights and stuff, and then COVID happened. I was like, I don't think this is happening anymore. So I canceled everything. And
people were so hopeful for it too. Like after Amsterdam was canceled, they were like, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, after Amsterdam, they called it. And like, we don't know how long this COVID stuff is gonna happen, and certainly me being outside of the country, I can't go to events like that, and I would highly doubt that they would even hold events like that to begin with. So I have to wait a lot longer to meet everybody, which really sucks, because
only a year.
A lot can happen in a year. You saw what happened with that.
2020 taught us that for sure.
Some of us could never be, because some of us could not be friends anymore in a year. You never know.
Yeah,
I hope not. No hatred. That's not a thing.
Write a twit longer about everybody. Everybody piece of shit.
I'll
cancel.
Wow. Jackie, Nosy Koi canceled.
Nosy Koi canceled. I'm canceling everybody. I'm over it.
Or on Twitch, what was it? Nosy Jackie for a while?
No, it's still like that. I messed it up. I can't change it for another 6 months because I'm stupid.
What?
Because they have to recycle the username before I can get it. So I have to wait to get it.
And
who knows how long Twitch is gonna last with like this DMCA shit happening.
Start uploading to YouTube, everybody.
This is literally grounds, and people are like, this is not too bad. I was like, bitch, this is literally grounds for a shutdown right now. Like, some of the stuff, these public servers that have deleted clips in it are grounds to be having the fattest lawsuit against Amazon.
Was it you that showed me that they still have the Doc peeing clip on one of the servers?
Yeah,
Doc in the public bathroom.
I actually retweeted it too, and I said this is a huge issue. Not even because of like, copyrighted bots are using this public server to find music that have long since been deleted, so they're copy striking people when that isn't even on the platform anymore. So they're using that public server, But also people are figuring out how to access that public server and how to pull clips like the doc clip that was shown by, and I can go on and on about this. I literally had like an hour and a half long podcast about this, but to sum it up, if you accidentally show your credit card, personal information, your address, and you think I'm gonna delete the VOD and I'm gonna delete the clip and everything's okay, you can go to those public servers and still find this information about you. People can still access it and use it against you. So it's not even an issue of like, you know, like, oh, deleted clips, banned, whatever. But it's like an actual genuine issue in terms of privacy. Because live streaming, anything can happen. God forbid your 2-year-old walks into the room naked after bath time and then you have to delete it and somebody can use that. So this is something that we're waiting for Twitch's answer to, as to why the fuck are these public. Probably because they didn't think that anybody would find out about it, or didn't think they cared that much about it until obviously everything blowing up. So it's more now of a lawsuit that could happen, as well as all the RIAA and record labels that could start banning people. And they already have these bots implemented where they can strike people. So for example, Moxie just got banned. He had 2 DMCA strikes within the week, and I think the third one just hit and he got banned. Do we know if he's gonna come back? I don't know. Like, typically those strikes are very hard to be forgiven unless you're over 100. You're 100K Andy who averages high amounts of viewership. Other than that, people who are affiliated, people who are smaller partners, kind of get tossed to the side. And good fucking luck trying to get an answer from Twitch from them. so
I'm just gonna switch to YouTube like Dev did.
Yeah, and people are I'm heavily considering it as well.
I am too, honestly.
And people are like, oh, well, YouTube, YouTube could have the same thing. First of all, they don't have public fucking servers showing off their whole deleted clips and VODs and shit. Second off, they have something called Safe Harbor that helps protect themselves. So they can't get a lawsuit because it's on the creator's hands and not them. So it's a little bit more different, and I think YouTube also has an algorithm, not an algorithm, but a system already set in place when it comes to copyright striking or claiming people. You claim their videos just revenue, but the video stays up or whatnot. They already have this system implemented that they did themselves. What Twitch has is what the copyright, the RIA, put into Twitch. So Twitch didn't even formulated themselves. They could have spent money, and they knew this since May, and they should have known, to be honest, way before that, because DMCA is a huge thing in any entertainment industry. So it's like, what the fuck? Why did it take so long? And their blog post that was posted this week was like, I'm sorry, we may implement the tools and we may not, LOW. And I just kind of left it at that.
Just mute all your audio. Here's what you got to do, okay? Mute your game audio. Close out the game just to be safe, all right? Then turn off your webcam just in case. Mute your mic just in case you hum some lyrics. End your stream, just to be safe, and then delete your account so that way you can never get DMCA'd. It's flawless science.
And then switch to YouTube.
And then
log into YouTube. Or Facebook if you fancy.
Or Facebook Gaming.
I'd rather go to YouTube over Facebook, but Twitch is like still superior to stream.
I feel like everyone would.
Yeah.
Like, all I'm saying is if YouTube comes up with raids, it's over. I'm gonna be in Noah J's chat every day. Raid me, please.
Yo, raid me. Give me the clout.
Raid me, please. Raid me.
But yeah, that's like a huge issue that a lot of people are like, yeah, DMCA. But I was like, there's a bigger beast under this belly that could literally shut down Twitch right now. So I was like,
yeah.
And with a program that takes up less than 1% of profit out of the entirety of Amazon, I don't think they'll give a fuck if they have to pull the plug on this one.
And honestly, have you guys seen the Twitch buses thing that's been going around on Twitter? Okay, so apparently Twitch is like leaving little trailers in people's yards, like for like their partners' yards, and it's just like little hangout spots from Twitch. And I'm pretty sure like Valkyrie Pokimane just got like a girls' day thing. Yeah. But there's that, and there's also like random trailers that Twitch is leaving their specific partners, and I'm just like, you have bigger fish to fry right now.
I was
you don't
look at this pretty backyard. Don't mind this over here.
Yeah,
don't mind
it's like a huge
distraction. This right here.
Like,
look at this.
Own up to your bullshit. Find a way to fix it, and quit leaving trailers in people's yards.
I'd like a Twitch trailer. Twitch,
mean,
if you
I
want
would.
to partner me, now's
mean,
your time.
Wow.
That's funny.
I'll do
Wow.
it, man. I'll mute all my VODs, dude. I don't care. Come on, Twitch.
Yeah, I
Easy.
just had to go through and delete everything, and obviously for affiliates, I
Yeah.
think our VODs get automatically deleted after a while, anyway. So yeah, it's a big. I'm putting quotation marks for audio listeners. Deleted as in like not really, as in they're still accessible.
I remember months ago, I had a friend who got caught saying some dumb shit on stream. He's like, "Don't worry, I'll just delete the VOD." I was like, "I bet you $1 that Twitch doesn't actually completely get rid of all of the VODs." I was right.
Usually though, there's
Yep.
like banned material or stuff like that just for evidence are kept on a private server or something like that. But the fact is that it's public. That's what's so damaging right now.
It needs to be private.
It needs to be private. If it's just for Twitch, it needs to be kept under wraps. But that's like years and years worth of fucking VODs and clips. Like people were pulling up shit from 2016 and past that. So it's like anything can be put on there. So they've had this server for definitely a while, or have started backing up things on that server. I don't know what the hell it is, but overall super dangerous. So Twitch, please. You're making a fool of yourself. I know.
Mixer, make the comeback.
Mixer. No, Mixer.
We want Mixer.
No, we don't.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mixer's a whole other beast. Literally.
Yeah, no. I
Pulling
know,
the
trust
plug,
me.
telling none of their partners, being like, "Yeah, we should download WC later." They figure it out through a fucking Twitter post. Ugh.
So ridiculous.
Imagine being like one of those people that got partnered on Mixer, right? Found out that Mixer was shutting down through the Twitter post, came to Twitch, and then boom, Twitch is like, "Hey, by the way, y'all might be fucked twice."
I feel really bad. Like, and I know this is like a huge big name thing, but I feel really bad for like Ninja and stuff. People who left Twitch to partner with Mixer just
To
for it to
be
shut down
honest,
like that.
Oh, I don't. They've left with that fucking bag though,
They
because they
made
had to get
so
a full
much
payout.
I mean, they
nonetheless.
did.
Yo, they got
They did.
millions of dollars. Shroud 2 got partnered
Mhm.
and left. They
10
left
mil,
with
baby.
the bag. Easiest 10 mil in 3 months ever. Holy shit!
Like they could never stream again and be perfectly fine. They could just
I
sit at
know.
home and do whatever they want. And
I
now they're
know.
all both re-signed with Twitch.
yeah.
Like, what?
How did that even happen?
Imagine being Tim the Tap Man. Imagine getting an offer from Mixer, not taking it, watching Mixer shut down, and watching your bag just go away.
Microsoft
Just
does have a
saying.
lot of monies. So, anyways, that was such
That
an
was dollar
interesting thing.
bills.
The true people that got fucked over were like the partners that were not.
Yeah, the
Fine.
smaller partners.
Yeah. Because Ninja and Shroud became that face, but the littler guys got nothing. And we're like, here's a Twitter
Yeah.
post, little W, have fun. Go find something else.
Bye.
Bye.
LMAO, see you
But
later.
what I did heard was Twitch did partner some of the people that did move over with their community. So off the bat,
Well, that's good.
which is
That is good.
all right, hand of applause, but also fuck you for everything else.
And all this other, they did that to try to prepare us for the shady shit that was coming. That they
yeah,
could
they're like,
Yeah,
look at this one good
probably.
thing. Nope. Good night.
No.
No.
Do you want a trailer though?
You want a bathtub in your yard?
You want a bathtub? They had like 3 in there. I saw the photo.
They had 4, but one of the girls was
Oh.
out of town, I think.
I haven't.
Oh,
seen
she missed
them.
her bathtub.
She missed her bathtub in her backyard.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of dumb because it it makes you a target, man. If like your neighbors didn't know who you were, they definitely do now.
Well, I think they know, and they live in LA, right? So I think everybody has that
Yeah.
status
Yeah.
as well. I don't think any people. I think people are more like, oh fuck, it's those stupid streamers again that moved in next door. Damn it!
Son of a bitch! I'm just trying to sleep.
To
How
have
much does
another-
she make?
Have another Paul situation when they got kicked out of their home and
Oh,
neighbors were filing shit.
The Paul brothers?
No, it was a younger one,
Oh.
not Logan.
Jake Paul?
Jake
Oh,
Paul.
I hate
that's
Jake
one.
Paul. I literally
Who
like.
doesn't?
I have so I don't like Logan, but I like him better than I like Jake. I hate Jake Paul, like because Logan messed up bad and he tried to fix his mistakes and learn from it. But Jake is such a little just arrogant little shit. I hate him. I hate him.
He's like
I
a
do.
little. He's like the epitome of like a little brother, I think.
And he's a little brother with money and is dangerous. All right,
Yeah.
fuck that guy.
I think I've started to like Logan more because I've been listening to a lot of his podcasts. I've been hearing a lot of like his thought process and not just like any post that comes up on my timeline. So I'm like,
Mhm.
he's kind of decent. Like, he's fine. Like, I'll watch his clips on occasion from Impulsive and stuff. And I'm like, this is, I was
Yeah.
kind of vibing at the moment. You know,
That's what
blew
made
up
me
the
dislike him
Pokemon
less.
trading thing lately. The cards. He blew that up.
Yeah.
So, holy
Yeah.
shit.
I do think he's still kind of like, I feel like both of them are very arrogant people. However, I feel like Logan has definitely tried to like step up from his past and
Yeah.
like learn from his
Take more
mistakes,
responsibility.
and that's something I can respect. So even though I may not like him as a person, I can respect him because he actually tried to like do better.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
something that
agree.
a lot of creators, like big name creators, don't really do. So
No.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 of
6
them.
out of 10.
6
Better
out
on
of
Vine.
I miss Vine. Actually, no, I don't. I love TikTok too much.
TikTok go
addicted.
hard. I used to
TikTok
hate
goes
TikTok.
hard. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I know I think TikTok goes hard, but like
Obviously, because you on that shit. You on that
a
shit.
little bit,
Just
15,000 followers strong.
Oh my gosh, really?
yeah,
that
I
much?
just hit 15,000 like last week.
Congratulations.
Hog.
Do you
Thank you.
post every day? Like, how do you do
I
it?
try to post every day. I haven't been posting consistently for a couple of days. I posted 2 yesterday, but the day before I didn't post any at all. But I try to post daily, and it really just like depends on like what I'm posting to see like how it blows up and stuff. But it's really cool to know that like I got a community there too.
Yeah, well, of course. You always have some people there. I think that's always fun. Do you post on YouTube or is it just exclusively TikTok right now?
Occasionally. I do post covers on YouTube occasionally, and I do want to start doing like in real life content. However, COVID's a bitch.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do.
That's cool. All right. I think that wraps up. We're almost at an hour here. Those things. So thank you so much, Danny, for coming on
Of
and
course.
talking about
Thanks
it,
for
and
having me.
Joseph as well for telling your side of the story and in terms of everything that's happened.
And Dev.
And
Nice
Dev.
cock.
Nice.
Oh my.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay. So you can always check them out. Their socials are below. My socials are also below. You can go say hello. They're down there. Go yell at them on a post or something. I don't know. And I'll see you guys again next week. And also, we've been posting frequent daily clips now, pretty much almost every day. So that's pretty PogChamp. If you want to not watch the full thing, but watch like small itty bits of it, 3 to 5 minutes, you got it. It's right there. So easy peasy. I appreciate everybody.
Did a great job on him.
I better not see a 3 to 5 minute clip about Joseph walking in on Dev.
Probably
if that's not a
because
clip, I'll be sad.
Yeah, because I think I think that'll be a clip. I've been thinking as we've been talking about how to divide it up. So when I'll listen to this tomorrow morning, I'll know. But anyways, check them out below. We're gonna be back again next week. Obviously, you can check out the full podcast if you'd like. We're up on Spotify as well, and check out the clips that we'll be posting during the week. So I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.